Put this in your coffee and erections come back. Even at 80, you heard that right. Not a pill, not a pump, and not some secret procedure. Just one tiny ingredient you can stir into your morning cup that science shows can help the plumbing work better. If you're over 60 and your erections aren't what they used to be, this video could change how you think about breakfast forever. Hi, I'm Dr. Valentina, urologist. For decades, I've treated men who've tried everything: creams, gadgets, endless doctor visits. But what most men and even many doctors don't realize is how much simple blood flow biochemistry, taken care of with a small dietary tweak, can restore firmness, confidence, and intimacy. Today, I'll show you exactly what to add to your coffee, how to do it safely, and how soon you can expect results. I'll also cover who should not try this without medical clearance and how to combine it with other proven strategies. This isn't clickbait. Two kinds of evidence make this interesting: big population studies that link coffee slash what to that, L-citrulline powder, a natural amino acid that the body converts into L-arginine and then into nitric oxide, the molecule that relaxes arteries and lets blood flow into the penis. In a clinical trial, men who took 1.5 grams per day of oral L-citrulline showed meaningful improvements in erection hardness within a few weeks. PubMed exact, easy preparation. Buy pharmaceutical grade L-citrulline powder. Look for third-party tested brands. Measure 1.5 gram, about half a teaspoon. Check the product scoop once daily. Stir it into your morning coffee after it's brewed. If you prefer, take it in a small glass of water instead. Both are fine. There's no strong evidence that normal coffee heat destroys the effect, but stirring into warm, not boiling coffee is the easiest and most pleasant way for most people to take it. WebMD plus one. When to expect effects? In the cited trial, participants started to see improvements in 4 weeks. Optimal effects may take a month. Track it, keep a simple diary, date, morning dose, and a one-line note after sexual activity, e.g., firmness scale 1-5. Safety and red flags. L-citrulline is generally well tolerated at this dose, but if you're taking blood pressure meds, nitrates, or have heart disease, confirm safety with your physician before starting. Stop and call your doctor if you feel flushing, persistent dizziness, or chest symptoms. I'll give you exact contraindications in the next section. Very well health. Now here's the hidden problem after 60. The older you get, the harder it is for your body to make nitric oxide. Your arteries stiffen. Your endothelium, the lining of your blood vessels, gets damaged by decades of inflammation, high blood sugar, low testosterone, even poor sleep. It's like the faucet handle is rusted. Even if you're turning it, blood doesn't rush in the way it used to. So what does L-citrulline do? When you drink it, it converts to L-arginine and then into nitric oxide. Think of it like unclogging the faucet handle. It restores your body's natural erection signal without forcing it the way drugs do. Unlike Viagra or Cialis, which block an enzyme to keep NO active longer, citrulline helps your body produce more of its own nitric oxide. It works upstream, gently, and naturally, especially effective when paired with mild caffeine from your coffee. Why caffeine? Caffeine actually amplifies nitric oxide signaling by improving endothelial function and slightly raising cyclic AMP, another messenger molecule that relaxes blood vessels. That's why men who drink moderate coffee daily, 213 cups, are statistically less likely to experience erectile dysfunction by as much as 42%, according to a study in the journal. But here's the catch: most people drink coffee without the building blocks their arteries need to respond to it. That's like flooring the gas pedal in a car with no fuel. Citrulline supplies the fuel, caffeine presses the gas, and nitric oxide is the horsepower that brings life back to the system. Let's break the chain. Caffeine increases energy and vasodilation signaling. Like citrulline, raises nitric oxide levels. Result: improved blood flow, better endothelial function, stronger erection quality. Now, for those wondering, if it's that simple, why don't doctors just prescribe it? Because most doctors are trained to treat symptoms, not restore natural physiology. They're taught to use PDE5 inhibitors like Viagra, which absolutely work, but they don't fix the nitric oxide deficiency itself.
Citrulline addresses the root cause, the loss of endothelial nitric oxide production with age.
And when you pair it with the right lifestyle foundations, which I'll show in step 3, it becomes multiplicative. Your morning walk, your cup of coffee, your nitric oxide, all working together. Erections depend on nitric oxide. After 60, nitric oxide production plummets. Citrulline rebuilds that pathway naturally. Coffee enhances the signal. Together, they wake up blood flow in a way that feels natural, not forced. And the best part, it doesn't just help below the belt. Nitric oxide improves blood flow to your heart, brain, and muscles too.
So you're not just restoring intimacy, you're restoring circulation and vitality.
Next, in step 3, we'll go over how to combine this coffee trick with 3 powerful daily habits that triple nitric oxide production, things that cost nothing, feel good, and work even if you've had ED for years. Now that you know what to stir into your coffee, let's talk about what to do the other 23 hours of the day, because nitric oxide isn't just made in your bloodstream, it's trained by your lifestyle. When you combine L-citrulline coffee with these 3 nitric oxide boosting habits, you don't just get temporary effects, you rebuild your vascular health from the inside out. Habit number 1, breathe through your nose, not your mouth. This might sound too simple, but it's one of the biggest nitric oxide secrets urologists and cardiologists are only now talking about. Here's why.
When you breathe through your nose, tiny cells in your nasal passages actually produce nitric oxide. That nitric oxide mixes with the air going into your lungs and helps dilate blood vessels throughout your body.
So every time you take a calm, deep breath through your nose, you're literally generating a pulse of nitric oxide. Mouth breathing, on the other hand, skips that step completely.
Try this.
Take 6 slow breaths through your nose right now. Feel your chest expand. That's nitric oxide in motion. It's why practices like yoga, meditation, and nasal breathing are linked to better circulation and blood pressure.
Do this while sipping your citrulline coffee in the morning. You'll double the vasodilation effect within minutes.
Habit 2, walk after breakfast, even for 10 minutes. Why after breakfast? Because when you move your large leg muscles, you activate endothelial nitric oxide synthase, the enzyme that converts citrulline into nitric oxide. Think of walking as a switch that turns on what you just filled with your coffee. Clinical studies show that even 10 minutes of brisk walking improves endothelial function. And older adults who walk daily have up to 40% higher nitric oxide bioavailability compared to sedentary men their age. If you've noticed you feel more alive or confident after a morning stroll, that's not placebo. It's literal vascular rejuvenation. Here's the easy formula I tell my patients. Citrulline coffee, 15 minutes later, try a minute walk. That's your new circulation ritual. Habit number 3, eat nitrate-rich grains by noon. Nitric oxide has a half-life of only a few seconds. That means your body constantly needs raw materials to make more, and that's where nitrates from vegetables come in.
The best natural nitrate sources are
Beets or beet juice,
spinach,
arugula, celery, romaine lettuce. When gut bacteria process these nitrates, they create nitrites, which then become nitric oxide.
So your morning coffee builds the nitric oxide pathway from the arginine side, and your lunch salad fuels it from the nitrate side.
2 different roads, 1 destination, better blood flow. If you really want to boost the effect, chew slowly. Yes, chewing, because the conversion of nitrates to nitrites actually starts in your saliva. That's why antiseptic mouthwashes can reduce nitric oxide production. They kill those good oral bacteria.
So here's your doctor-approved daily rhythm. Morning, citrulline coffee. Midday, nitrate-rich meal.
Daily 10-minute walk and nasal breathing.
That's your nitric oxide trifecta, chemical plus physical nutritional activation. When men in their 60s and 70s follow this trio for just 3 4 weeks, they report not only stronger erections, but also better memory, clearer skin, warmer hands and feet, and lower blood pressure.
Because once you restore circulation, everything works better. Next, in step 4, we'll talk about the hidden saboteurs, the 4 everyday habits silently destroying nitric oxide and testosterone in men over 60. You might be doing at least 2 of them without realizing they're canceling out all your progress. You could be drinking your L-citrulline coffee every morning, walking, eating greens, and still struggle.
Why? Because certain everyday habits silently destroy the very molecules you're trying to build.
Let's expose the 4 biggest nitric oxide and testosterone killers, the ones I see most often in my senior patients.
Saboteur 1, using antiseptic mouthwash.
This one shocks everyone.
Most mouthwashes, especially those labeled kills 99.9% of germs, don't just kill bad bacteria, they also kill the nitrate reducing bacteria in your mouth that produce nitric oxide.
In a 2019 study, people who used antiseptic mouthwash twice a day had a significant increase in blood pressure and a drop in nitric oxide levels within just a week. Think of it like mowing down the workers who build nitric oxide for you. So, if you're trying to restore circulation, avoid antiseptic mouthwashes. Instead, use a gentle salt rinse or coconut oil pull or skip mouthwash entirely.
Your blood vessels will thank you.
Saboteur 2, sitting for long periods.
If there's one silent erection killer, it's inactivity.
When you sit for hours, blood pools in your lower body and nitric oxide enzymes shut down. Within just 30 minutes of sitting, endothelial nitric oxide production starts dropping. That means your arteries get stiffer, your legs feel colder, and circulation to the pelvic area weakens.
The solution is beautifully simple.
Every 30-45 minutes, stand up for 1 minute. Even just walking around the room resets blood flow and wakes up nitric oxide synthesis again. I tell my older patients, motion is medication. Your blood vessels don't care about your age, they care about your movement. Saboteur 3, chronic stress and sleep deprivation.
When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, which directly suppresses nitric oxide synthase.
That means even if you're taking citrulline, your body can't fully convert it into nitric oxide. Worse, high cortisol also drops testosterone, the hormone that supports libido, muscle strength, and mood. So a stressed, sleepless man is essentially biochemically unplugged. Even small improvements in sleep can double nitric oxide levels within weeks. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep. A dark, cool bedroom. Avoiding bright screens 60 minutes before bed. And here's a powerful trick. End each day with slow nasal breathing. 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out. You'll lower cortisol and boost nitric oxide before you even wake up.
Saboteur 4, sugar and refined carbs.
This one's brutal for circulation. High blood sugar causes something called glycation. Sugar molecules stick to the lining of your arteries, damaging the cells that make nitric oxide. It's like corroding the pipes in your plumbing system. Studies show that a single high sugar meal can suppress nitric oxide production for up to 2 hours. If you start your day with sugary cereal, sweetened coffee, or white toast, you're already sabotaging your morning citrulline. Instead, go for coffee with healthy fats like MCT oil or a splash of unsweetened almond milk,
Eggs or avocado toast on whole grain bread.
or a handful of nuts before breakfast. Wakey that keeps insulin stable and nitric oxide flowing. So here's your mental checklist for nitric oxide mastery.
Protect your mouth bacteria. Move every 45 minutes. Manage stress and sleep.
Avoid sugar spikes.
Fix these 4, and the same citrulline dose you were taking before suddenly feels twice as effective.
By now you understand why the coffee trick works and what sabotages it. Let's turn that knowledge into a step-by-step plan so you can literally feel the change within 7 days. Print this, put it on your fridge, and check off each box. Morning routine: drink 1 glass of water. Your body makes nitric oxide more efficiently when hydrated. Take 6 slow nasal breaths, 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out to start nitric oxide release before caffeine. Brew your normal coffee. Stir in 1.5 grams of L-citrulline powder, about half a teaspoon. Optional add-ons. Pinch of cinnamon helps blood sugar control. Splash of unsweetened almond milk or MCT oil for sustained energy. Sip slowly while you plan your day. Nitric oxide starts forming within minutes. Take a 10-minute brisk walk or climb a few stairs. This activates endothelial nitric oxide synthesis, turning your supplement into circulation. Even chair-based marching works if you have mobility limits.
Include at least one of these beets, spinach, arugula, or celery.
Chew slowly, saliva bacteria convert dietary nitrates into nitric oxide precursors. Skip antiseptic mouthwash afterward. Every 45 minutes, stand up for 60 seconds.
Shake out the legs, stretch, or do gentle hip rotations.
Think of it as pressing refresh on your circulation. 10 minutes of deep nasal breathing, light stretching, or gratitude journaling. This drops cortisol and resets your nitric oxide cycle overnight. Aim for 7-8 hours in a dark, cool room. Avoid sugar or alcohol. 2 hours before bed, both reduce nighttime testosterone and vascular repair. Grab a small notebook or your phone's notes app. Each night, jot down energy level 1-5, morning firmness 1-5, mood or confidence, short note. You'll notice patterns. Usually men report Day 3, better morning energy. Day 5, warmer hands/feet, improved circulation. Day 7, noticeable firmness improvement.
It's not magic, it's chemistry meeting consistency.
Add magnesium 200-400 milligrams glycinate at night, supports smooth muscle relaxation. Add beetroot powder, powdered half teaspoon in water before lunch. Try 2 minutes of cold water exposure, boosts nitric oxide and testosterone transiently. At the end of the week, I want you to comment under this video. Day 7, here's what changed for me. Because your feedback tells YouTube's algorithm this content matters, and it helps other men discover a natural path back to confidence. If you followed this far, you now understand something most men never hear in a clinic. You're not broken, you're just undercirculated. After 60, the problem isn't desire, it's delivery. The signal from the brain is fine, but the pipes have narrowed, the chemistry has slowed, and nobody ever told you that you can train those pathways back to life. You've learned that a simple cup of coffee, when mixed with L-citrulline, isn't about caffeine at all. It's about reviving the molecule of youth, nitric oxide. You've learned how nasal breathing, short walks, nitrate-rich foods, and better sleep turn on that molecule like flipping a switch. And you've discovered what not to do: mouthwash, sugar, sitting too long, and chronic stress, the quiet thieves of male vitality. Now, let me give you realistic expectations. Week 1, you'll notice more energy, warmer extremities, maybe a stronger morning response.
Week 2-3, you'll feel endurance improving, blood pressure easing, confidence rising.
By month 1, your body has relearned how to make nitric oxide efficiently again, and the difference in circulation, focus, and mood can be dramatic. But remember, this isn't a one-time trick. It's a ritual, a way of telling your body every single day, I still want to live, move, and love fully. For men on medications, a gentle reminder: always check with your physician if you take nitrates, heart medicines, or PDE5 drugs. These methods enhance blood flow naturally, but medical supervision ensures you stay safe while rebuilding health.